Well, good morning to my Blue Sky family. My name is Rachel, and I go by Better Love on this app. And I want to tell you a little bit about myself because I want to grow my social media. I am on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Red Note, Lemonade, you name it, I'm on it. My name is Rachel, but I go by Better Love 68 on this app, and I'm an advocate and activist for caregivers and a bigger advocate and activist for mental health in the Black community. And my journey started with my mom, who had Alzheimer's, congestive heart failure, and Parkinson's disease, and I was her sole caregiver for over 15 years. She passed away in 2022 at the beautiful age of 91. But prior to her passing, I had to take in my adult son, who is now 38, will be 39. I got him in 2021 due to mental health issues. My son suffers from being schizophrenic, traumatic brain injury, and he also has what they call Parkinson's walk. And at the age of 38, he is dealing with early onset Alzheimer's. And it's a lot. So at one point, I had two people in my home with mental and physical disabilities while working a 40-hour-a-week job and dealing with grief and the passing of the greatest love of my life in 2017. So I've been through a lot. I share resources and tips that can help you in your caregiver journey. I talk about there are three companies, and I did post the three companies. If you are a caregiver, there is three companies if that person is on Medicaid that will pay you to take care of a loved one, because we all know facilities aren't it, and good facilities cost a grip. I know, because I always said if I had the money to put my mother in a 5-star Michelin style type memory care facility, I would have done it, but they're $6, $7, $8,000. And it's the same thing with my son. State-run facilities are not it. They are not it. I've checked, I've looked, because this is a journey and a job. I also talk about trust and will in life insurance policies. For instance, my son is 38 years old. He has a life insurance policy that I make sure gets paid every month. The only two people that is on his policy is his two children. He has a beautiful 17-year-old daughter, which should be 17 very soon this year, and he has a son that will be 10 in September. And it's important to make sure that they're going to be okay. I also talk about prepaying for funeral costs. My funeral is prepaid for. My son's funeral is prepaid for. So there's no squabbling. I also talk about trusts and wills. Now, there's a big difference between trust and a will. If you have assets, put it in the trust. I have three sons. My oldest son is a Marine veteran. My son who's disabled, Kevin, he's disabled, so he's not a Marine. But then my youngest son is active Marine. So my oldest and my youngest are co-conservatives over the trust, because I have life insurance. I have a lot of life insurance policy because I don't want to leave my children with the ifs, the ups, and whatevers. And they are co-conservatives on for Kevin in the event anything happens to me. I talk about having those what if conversations with families, because there is no guarantee that a family member is going to take you in if something happens. So I talk about gathering family together, have a what if night, whether you go to church, after church, on the weekends or Friday after. Have that what if conversations. It should be a conversation with you, your husband, your wife, your children, your parents, your grandparents. Where's the life insurance policy? Are we going to do this? Is the funeral prepaid for? If anything happens to anybody, who's going to take whom in? So having that what if conversation is key, especially in the Black community. We don't talk about life insurance policies. We don't talk about wills of trust, and we need to have that. One, because Black women are the most educated, and we're the highest growing entrepreneurship group. Protect your assets. I also am a huge advocate for mental health in the Black community. To my Black men, there is no shame getting help. Absolutely no shame. And I stand with you and for you. I can't tell you what it's like to be a Black man because I don't live in your skin. I can tell you what it's like being a Black woman. But if you need any information, let me know. I know some strong, powerful brothers who are secure in their manhood, and to let you know, grown men cry, real men cry, real men feel. We have to stop saying that if a man cries, he's a punk or he's this. No. To my black queens, you are beautiful. The stress that you take on as a single mother and how we are looked at as single parents. When people don't even know the situation, it could be a death, a divorce. It could be whatever the factor is. We are looked at differently. Hold your head up, Queen, because I stand with you. I stand with you, for you, beside you. I was a teen mother, and I graduated high school and college. You can do whatever you want, and I'm here for that. Now, for my caregivers, I do twice a month what's called Caregivers Lounge, which is a Zoom that I do because not everybody will understand what we go through as a caregiver. Whether you are like me, work 40 hours a week and still come home and take care of someone, or you are a full-time at-home caregiver, it is extremely difficult, isolating, and lonely, especially if you're single, and especially if you don't have any support from family members. I'm telling you, I am the youngest out of three, and I was the only one that took my mother in. Sisters didn't come. My oldest sister never came and saw her. My middle sister maybe saw her in 15 years 3 times. So I know how it is. So I know how support is needed. And I want you to guard your mental health. And note that if it gets too much for you, there is absolutely no shame in saying you can't do this anymore, because maybe that person's disability has gone beyond what you can do, and it could be a danger to them and you. I talk about having a great relationship with the police department. I was just recognized with my local police department for my activism, because I have a son who is 5'11", 257 pounds, who head shakes like this and he walks like a toddler due to his disabilities. And it was imperative for me to let the police know who was in my home. That keeps them accountable. He's also on my neighborhood app, so my neighborhood knows he's not a danger. See, people think when you say the word schizophrenic that person's a danger. No, there are different levels to this. My son is a self-harm schizophrenic, so he harms himself. You have other people who are schizophrenic who harm themselves and others, and then you have schizophrenics who harm other people. My son is the world's biggest mama's boy. He would tell you that. On TikTok, he is known as the Honey Bun King, and he's loved by all. I share his good days, his bad days, his social days. Because you can say the word schizophrenic, but seeing it in action, you would never understand. And this journey is extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. Watching someone you love, that you birth, suffer, it eats away at you. So, but I just want to hop on here this morning and introduce myself. I give a monologue every morning. I've helped countless families with finding resources and just guiding them through this journey. I support my black men and my black queens with their mental health. So, hey, Blue Sky. I'm here, and I'm here for it, and I'm here for you. And I will always stand 10 toes down on my black community, because the marching for others is over. I am a 92%er and proud of it. I'm the grandmother of 8. Yes, I will be 57 years young in March, and I feel good about what I'm doing now. This is my path. Did I go to college for this? Absolutely not. But this is the path that was laid upon me. And that's to bring awareness to caregivers and definitely bring awareness to mental health in the black community, because we have to protect our own. And I also talk about black doctors. I will share how you can Google in your state black medical professionals, whether it is a psychologist all the way down to a neurologist. So I hope you guys come along with the journey. I'm really excited about Blue Skies. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later.